everyone is physically, if not emotionally prepared, roll a charisma check in the tower.
Now, I'm sorry,
Oh.
DM, but I feel that we proved to the town emphatically 2 weeks ago that they really don't want us as council members.
Some of them do not want you. At this point, I'm pretty sure, yes.
Sorry, save or check?
Check.
Charisma
Charisma
check.
check.
There we go.
I'm eating pepperoni and have a highly caffeinated beverage to try and wake myself up. Because guess who's Alexa this at 15 minutes too was like, hey, you might want to roll out of bed.
I'm making some other notes. Don't get nervous.
Oh, yeah. And another important thing here.
Okay, does anyone want to summarize what happened last time?
I made notes if no one else did.
I mean, what do you think happened?
I think that we sailed back from the lizard folk, and as we were coming down the coast, we heard a very loud bang coming from the Stiiv area, the Saltmarsh, and when we pulled in, there weren't a lot of people around. We noticed that. The constables that were with us were a bit concerned and ran off. And we couldn't decide whether to take the lizard folk directly to the town hall or hide them because we weren't sure what the hell was going on. So in the end, we left them at Stiiv's hovel, which I almost read as hotel when I was looking at the notes earlier, and that confused me. So we got to the council hall, didn't see anyone, but there were drinks around that were still warm and candles, which made us think that everyone had just like run off, which was a bit spooky. And then
You
Constable,
stole alcohol.
we stole alcohol. That was well, I didn't put that down in my notes. Constable Duke came back saying that there was an attempted jailbreak going on, and because a lot of the guards had run north, which is where we heard the loud bang from as we were sailing in. And then we see Trivet. She was helping Anders back to his house, and he seemed to be limping. And then I think she came back out and she spotted us and came running over, asking us why we weren't off to help with the mudslide that had happened. So that seemed to be what we'd heard. And she said that Anders was injured when his horse spooked, but she also but there was a dart. Now I can't remember if she said that she saw the dart or she thought there was a dart. But anyway, the horse is now dead, which seemed a bit odd. So we asked her to go back and keep an eye on Anders because we still don't trust his butler. She's very disappointed in the fact that we're not going off to help the people with the mudslide. And as Shaefira put it, screw the town, we're going to do the thing that makes us least popular. So we ran off to the jail with Constable Jute. We had a fight with some bandits in the jail yard, which we killed. So Shaefira peeked inside the tower and saw some more bandits, so we moved in to go for them as well. Stiiv's got a new spell and I've got shattered 4 of the bandits, which was cool, and freaks out the ones that survived who ran downstairs. And the last thing I remember is one of them flipping me off, so I did send back to him.
I have that you slaughtered all of the bandits and a prisoner who was trying to escape when you arrived on the scene, as well as a horse.
Forgot about the horse.
And you killed like 7 bandits once you kind of went into this entry level.
So I guess the most important thing is none of us took any injury at all, which means that we are going to pay for it so badly tonight.
But level 5 is awesome. So you basically cleared out, brought down swift justice on all of the people you found trying to run away from the scene. Everybody has either been murderized or they run back down the stairs to the lower level where you know the prison is.
And did we say we heard like the sound of guards and stuff down there as
Yeah,
well?
you heard the sound of fighting. You heard a shout come from Kraddock Stonehorn. The main guy is like Eleander Firehand. All these names.
Not a dwarf.
Fireheart, Eleander, Fire something. He's off in the mudslide, but his right-hand man runs the prison, and that's Kraddock Stonehorn. Not a dwarf, but he does have a peg leg. He's a veteran of the last wars, so he kind of like has some skills. And you heard the sound of him calling, trying to inspire his surviving guards to hold off the onslaught. And the other thing is this level's on fire.
Yes.
When you came in, there were just 2 training dummies on fire. But then Stiiv shatterized a whole bunch of stuff, including the training dummies, which threw flaming puffs of straw everywhere, and they landed on some other flammable items on this floor. And but because the flames have spread, it started to give off smoke. So I want everybody to do a Constitution saving throw.
Shrug.
Uh-oh.
That was strange. I hate to.
Oh, it was. Yes, it was. Sorry.
That's your 20.
Constitution saving throw. What
That would
the
have been a
hell?
good roll, Kymir.
It would, wouldn't it? I am not that lucky.
Oh dear.
Oh, shouldn't have said anything.
So, Stiiv is fine. What's a little? Stiiv lives smoke. He's shooting smoke at people all the time. It isn't a deal. It's not a big deal. So I'm assuming he's still totally focused on how he sent Tobithoth down the stairs to fondle anything that he can't see right now. Meanwhile, Shaefira. And actually, Shaefira, I'm going to let you have advantage because you're actually in the doorway, which means you're not really fully inside yet. So give it another Constitution save. Alas, that's still not quite good enough. So both of you have a level of exhaustion now from breathing in the smoke fumes. So what that does is it gives you disadvantage on ability checks. I'm just checking one other. Okay, I thought I made a note about this, but apparently it's somewhere else.
Isn't that always the case?
Oh. Of course I didn't make a note about it. But I'm pretty sure you have to take a long rest before you can remove, or what? The rules for removing exhaustion.
Long rest removes 1 level of exhaustion, I believe, and I believe lesser restoration can do it as well.
Lesser restoration. That's what I was thinking. Okay, cool. Just so you guys know that. Going into this. Now, we ended at the bottom of a round, so effectively we're at the top of combat tracking order, where Shaefira can act next. So the scene before you, there's smoke, little fires everywhere. Stiiv and Kymir have run towards a flight of stairs. It's like a spiral staircase, and they're running towards the downward spiral. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, are we still in initiative order?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Shaefira's turn.
So Shaefira gets to act first.
Well, since I've already got a lung full of smoke, I might as well move further into the room. So that guy is still on the stairs, yeah?
Yeah.
Have I got a clear
But
view of him?
you can dash as a bonus action.
Yeah, I can.
As your rogue superpowers.
How far can I dash? Can't remember.
Another
Is
5
it
squares.
twice?
Yeah, dash is just double.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'll have a go with me.
Dagger,
Dag-
dagger.
You stab that bandit in the back as he's running down the stairs, and you drop him.
Yay! Imagine him looking up and there's this tiny little halfling running, screaming at him with an obsidian dagger in hand, going,
coughing.
And Bandit 12, who did have -10 movement for this round, didn't make it that far.
For once, because of the stairs, you saw eye to eye with him.
It's true. Actually, he was running away, so she saw the back of his head.
It would have been at eye level.
It would have been. Now, so Shaefira, you're on the stairs now, looking down the flight of stairs as the bandit's fallen body just starts rolling. You see the body roll down the stairs. There's another bandit who's fleeing that you can see who's rolling down those stairs, and he manages to realize that the body is coming, and he dodges out of the way so it doesn't like hit him on its way down. And you see additional signs of movement, or hear signs of movement, and some shouting, but the body just kind of rolls out of sight, and so you know that there's some other bandits that are retreating, going down this flight of stairs.
Right, I'll let everybody else know what I've noticed. I guess that's end of turn, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think Kymir's next, because Stiiv, you're at the bottom of the order, right?
Of course. I had a pity one.
Yeah, pity one. So Kymir, you get to move next. You're at the top of the flight of
Okay.
stairs. Coffin,
guess,
trying
yeah.
to clear your lungs.
I guess I will make my way down the stairs. But I think I'm gonna make sure I've got my scythe out just in case anyone comes running at me.
Okay. So you're going to move
Just-
40 feet down the stairs?
Yes.
All right. Well, then I will put you on another map. Oops. I'm sorry, Toby. I always forget that I need to like drag from the combat tracker and not from
The map.
the map. Yeah. Oh, this is weird. I'm going to try something because I've been trying to see if I can send maps to like individual people, and I forgot to look it up. So I'm going to try something and see if it works. If you click
What?
on your
I've got a map coming up.
you got a map coming up. Cool.
I don't.
Cool. So this is what you see. You run up next to one of the bandits who's running down the stairs. You've caught up with him. You see another bandit down the flight of stairs. And in the scene before you, there are several guards, including Kraddock Stonehorn. You're going to start seeing stuff in the combat tracker, though. There's nothing I can do about that. So like a handful of guards, Kraddock Stonehorn, they're fighting off some more bandits that you can spot. I'm so confused. That guy looks like he's not visible, but he's there. I don't understand.
I
And you see
Craddock and Fall Guards.
So they seem to be fighting something, but you cannot see what they're fighting. But you do see down the hallway in the distance a couple more bandits. One, the garden variety, another one seeming to be a much larger half-orc figure. So that's what you see from your vantage point halfway down the stairs.
Okay.
Now you're just on movement. What do you want to do as your action?
I want to hit Bandit 13. Does he know I'm behind him?
He has it back to you.
I mean, I get advantage.
Uh,
That way.
I'd say no, because he does know that stuff is coming down the stairs.
Okay, then I
And you're
will
not
just...
stealthing.
I'll hit him with my
And
claws.
I've still got a cough.
Yeah, there's that cough.
Okay.
But you hit him with one blade of your double scythe quarterstaff.
So that means I can do... Should I do the cast now, or should I do the second hit first?
You can go ahead and roll a save for that hit.
Right, so that's the save, and I drag that onto him.
He fails the save, so he takes lightning damage and has that effect now.
Boom.
He's been judged wanting by fate.
So I can hit him with my other end.
Right.
Wow.
And you drop
Well,
him. We
still
will
won't
never
get to
know if
find out
these
if I-
weapons are set up correctly. And another body drops and starts rolling down the stairs.
Then I'll just I'll stay where I am. I'll just shout up, "Got one! Some more
Yeah.
to come."
So let me see if this guy manages to notice that a body is rolling down the stairs towards him like he did last time. And he notices and dodges out of the way. So there's 2 dead bodies at the bottom of the stairs now. And that's you?
It's me. There we go.
So you see one of the guards move forward, try to whack that guard at the bottom of the stairs, or stab him with a spear. He hits him with a dirty 20. Does 7 damage. And now it seems like there's guards blocking the bottom of the stairs. And then there's like the bodies kind of piled up. And you see one of the bandits in the distance. They have a crossbow and they shoot at Kraddock Stonehorn, but miss. And then there's another guard. You hear sounds of battle. Let's just put it that way. You see a guard kind of step into view, trying to engage one of the guards that was shooting a crossbow. He lands a critical hit. And kills that guy outright.
Wow, they don't need us.
Now we are at Stiiv.
Yes.
Hi, Stiiv.
I
Back in the burning practice area of the tower.
would like to spend my movement advancing down the stairs.
Let's see. You run down the stairs, and
So
you
that's
reach a certain
15.
point.
Sorry, go ahead.
You reach a certain point where you catch up with Kymir. But Kymir's taking up a lot of the stairwell, so you're kind of having to squeeze up against the wall.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, that's fine. I don't want to be in front of her anyway, or him anyway.
The horns are too big. Yeah.
And once the map loads up, I can't move Kobe into this one. He's coming in. Boop. There we go. Okay, and all those guards with the yellow are our guys. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
I can make them
then
green
Bandit.
now, since they're visible.
Well, Bandit number 7 is going to get shot in the back of the head twice
Mhm.
with some green smoky stuff that smells faintly of sewage and kelp.
So at 26 for your first blast.
I hope that hits.
You do 9 damage to that bandito.
Oh, 12 hits. Wow, okay.
These are just bandit guys wearing leather armor. And you drop that bandit. And his body starts rolling down the stairs. So let's see if guard 3 actually manages to not get bonked by it. Nope, he trips, so he's prone now. Which is kind of convenient because he was blocking the bottom of the stairwell.
Wait, where's guard 3?
Right next to the dude you just blasted.
Bottom of the stairs.
Oh, guard 3, one of our guys. Okay.
Yeah, guard 3.
There. He's prone. No.
3 bodies at the bottom of the stairs, as well as guard 3, who's gotten knocked over by that last one rolling down the stairs. But the path seems clear for now, because somebody could actually step over guard 3 while he's prone. And with that, back to Shaefira.
Can I sneak down the stairs?
Yes, you can sneak down the stairs.
Do you need me to roll?
No, I will say you do not have problems doing that because you started out not in sight.
And there's plenty of us making problems.
Distractions.
And
Yeah.
everybody is kind of engaged at the moment who has cause to potentially notice you, or they're in your party. So you've moved 10 feet. I will move you to the other map. So you're kind of like just squeezed. So like Kymir is like in the center of the stairwell, and Stiiv and Shaefira are squeezed in on the either side, kind of pressed up against the wall.
Oh. Click up. There you go.
Right, it's coming. Right then, so is that my movement speed?
You have
That I've moved.
10 more feet you could move.
Not bad, guys.
Well, there's a few further down. Well, there's one further down, the half orc.
Oh, but you can still
Yeah.
dash as a bonus action, so you actually have 7 more squares you can move.
Okay.
Has she taken an action yet?
Nope. She's trying to decide what to do.
Well, no, I'm
Yeah.
just thinking because if you really want to, then you can take dash as your action and go another 5. Rogues
And
with the
let me
sprint,
tell you,
man.
like, after you move 15 more feet, just in case it changes your mind, you've gotten this far. And you still have, you can move 4 more squares. You see more stuff come into view.
100 bandits appear.
Mhm.
Yeah, a couple more bandit guys do appear into view. There's another half orc who seems to be fighting one of the guards, and another bandit fighting one of the other guards. And you see that some of the prison cells are occupied, but they are currently still locked.
Oh, I brain farted there when you said occupied. My brain triggered that to engage, and not that there was someone in the cell. Not
Like
occupada.
somebody's pooping in a prison cell.
Well, no, yeah. I was just thinking, like, okay, oh, they're engaged, but they're in a prison cell and it's locked. Like, how? What did the guard go in the cell and then like close the door behind and lock it? So he locked himself in? Yeah, no, okay. I'm being stupid.
I was being kind of half-assed with my description too.
No, I was being stupid and distracted because I'm looking at double bladed staffs and scythes and obsidian daggers in Discord.
So you hear like the one of the prison cells to the south has this drunk guy in it, and he seems to be like, you know, yelling about all the noise, and he's yelling curses at somebody there. It doesn't seem to be the guard that's standing closest to his cage, and you don't think he's addressing the bandits either. But he seems to be yelling at someone else in one of the cages. And you also see that there's 2 guys. They kind of look like fishers, or like the smugglers that you've encountered in the caves at your not so haunted house before. And they're locked up.
Drunk guy Loki.
Yeah, he does kind of look Loki.
Token. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, so yeah, I'll stay here at the bottom of the stairs, I think. And I'll shoot an arrow at the orc.
And you hit the half orc muscle. So it lands with 13, and then you do 8 points of piercing damage to him.
Do I get sneak attack?
And you do get sneak attack because you were sneaking and you attacked him. Which is kind of treating it like this is like start of initiative again, technically, I think. But yeah, I think it's fair. And the guards are your allies, so I think that also counts as sneak attackiness.
Yeah, guard 1, yeah.
So you do 12 additional damage. For a total of 20 damage to that half orc. And he's like, ow. So he's noticed you now.
Uh-oh.
And that's me done.
Did I get disconnected or is it
No,
just
you
very
didn't.
quiet?
I'm fiddling with
Bonnie's
something.
deep in thought.
I'm sorry, I should have warned you. That's what I'm touching things.
Well, it's just, given my Discord history, there's a legitimate question for me.
Yeah, it's true. You hear the smugglers, the fisher smuggler kind of guys who are locked up together in the cage. They're kind of asking, calling for somebody to let them out. They're like saying, we're innocent. We've got kids to feed at home.
Stiiv would feel a twinge on his heartstrings, but his heart is cold and dead, and he doesn't care.
Oh no. And the bandit that's fighting one of the guards tries to slash him with his scimitar, but misses. Aw, hate magnet. The drunken brawler, he's banging against his prison gate. Says something about somebody's mother. Craddock Stonehorn kind of gives Shaefira a nod for joining in the fray. He recognizes you from the time that you visited the tower early on when you first arrived at Saltmarsh. And he moves down the hallway toward this other half orc, and he whacks at him with a warhammer. Hits with a dirty 20. Does 12 damage, and then he makes a second attack. Does a critical hit and drops that guy.
Wow.
They don't need our help.
No, they seem fine by themselves.
Maybe
Don't
we
tell them
should
that we've set the jail on fire.
maybe we should have gone to the landslide.
You didn't start the fire. It was already burning.
Technically, we didn't.
We didn't start the fire.
We just spread it around.
You just made little fire babies. That's all.
Now, a technical DM question
Uh-oh.
regarding Galanda Distillate Classic.
Yes.
It says, "Oh, good time for Grim to take a BRB. Good timing." Because as I read this, it's designed with cleric, sorcerer, wizard, ranger, druid kind of spell casties in mind. It restores a level 2 spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
Warlock spell slots don't work that way.
Yeah.
If it returns a slot, it would be level 3, or does it return a wobbly level 2 temporary thing that I'd have to downgrade spells for?
It would not. Yeah, you'd have to either do something of a lower power. I would go by the normal level of the spell. The normal damage and level of a spell. So if it's a level 3 spell, you cannot recover it, even if your warlock powers are level 3.
Well, what I mean then is if I cast a level 2 spell, it's cast at level 2, not at
Right.
level 3.
Yeah, you don't
Okay,
have the juice to do a level 3 power.
Okay, so I'd have to adjust my damages inside. Okay.
I get you probably have it set up as
Yeah, everything's already set up to be
'cause
maximized because it's a warlock thing.
it's kind of
everything
an
is maximized.
exception.
Okay. But we can just do, if I do that, it will just do normal damage then. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure if that was a. Because I was reading that and it's like, that's kind of squishy. Sorry, carry on.
I'm trying to find this one guy who's on the map that. Okay, so guard 1. He attacks the half orc that he's engaged with his spear.
If we just jumped a bunch of people.
Did I jump you?
Well, you said Craddock hit the arc.
You know, I did skip you.
All right. Well, I was thinking guard 4 be next.
Maybe. Oh, I skipped him too. Okay, I'm gonna pretend that the roll I did for guard 1 was actually guard 4, because brain functionality compromise. And he does 3 damage to that bandit. 9, and now it's Kymir's turn.
4, 5, 6. There we go. I'm going to go hit that orc.
And you get a 21. Just 7 initial damage.
Ah,
He succeeds against the lightning effect, so fate has been kind to him with this first
So that
hit.
means I don't do the effect.
You can
either,
do
do
the
I?
offhand one.
Right.
But yeah, he doesn't have the effect.
Don't have the effect. Wow. Bloody hell.
Your dice are still on fire, so you do
I
another
know.
7 damage with your offhand hit. And he fails against that one, so he takes some lightning damage. 4 lightning damage, and now you can give him the effect. Cool. Maybe
That's
he'll live
frustrating.
long enough to see if it's set up correctly. Who knows?
Maybe.
So back to the guard. Oh, back to this guard. I don't even know what guard I was on when I was messing around with some other guard. Here's a guard. He gets up, the one who is prone, and then he moves a few feet to kind of be standing close to where Kymir and guard 4 are. And then he shoots at Bandit 9 with or he throws his spear at him. And I need to remove that prone effect. Oh, it dropped a nat 20. Damn it. I should have moved the prone beforehand. I'm just going to say it's a miss.
You can still do.
Because it treated as disadvantage because I still had the prone effect on him. But I'm going to just say it's a miss. His spear clatters to the floor. Back to guard 1. He tries to poke the half orc with the point end of his spear. He fails miserably, actually drops his weapon. The pressure's getting to him. That was a nat 1 on my part.
Ice Cat needs to love on your mouse.
Dice Cat, he started out like trying to steal my chair before we even started. His feelings were hurt when I told him no, and he has abandoned me. You hear a smuggler cry out again for somebody to like help them, let them go. Shaefira and Stiiv. You see another bandit step into shooting his crossbow at Kraddock. But he misses.
It's an immense jellyfish sprite. Appears above a distance. Oh, sorry.
What? Jellyfish sprite?
Sorry, I'm just reading. So I'll tweet it in a minute.
Kymir, roll a perception check.
I'll pay back in it because I was looking at something else. Oh,
That's actually good enough. You notice that kind of hiding where the stairwell kind of curves. There's a little alcove, and you notice there is a prisoner. One of the guys who had retreated downstairs from before is huddled in the corner there.
Okay.
Hoping that nobody would notice him, but unfortunately you did. This guard, he steps forward just a little bit, and then he boop boop boop. He moves down the hallway a bit. But he doesn't have the range to actually attack anything. And this guard, he pulls out crossbow and tries to shoot the fellow who's been shooting at Kraddock Stonehorn. But he misses. The half-orc who is that Kymir did some lightning damage to. He looks bloodied at this point. But he swings back at Kymir with all the might that he can muster. And he hits with a 22.
Run while it lasted.
He had advantage?
Yes, because he has pack tactics. So wait, actually, let me look at this again. I got my dude. I was treating my dude. He's kind of off center. He was straddling. Why do I always have things straddling?
Okay. Because kinky.
And then he whacked. He also whacked the base hammer damage.
See,
Ooh, does
whacking,
4
kinky.
more. And then feeling the pressure of his state, he gives another attack, like a last surge of energy, trying to hit Kymir again, but he misses. Everybody roll perception check. Not Stiiv, because you're still too high up on the stairs. Kymir, Shaefira, you can roll perception checks though. Yeah, you don't know nothing. I'm just so tickling myself. But the drunken brawler drops out of sight.
Right.
Wasn't he around a corner anyway?
No, Shaefira kind of got a glimpse of him at one point, and then she never seen him. She's only heard him. But I can't say anything more, I
I was
guess.
gonna say that's a solid wall.
Yeah,
I think it's locked in a cell.
I confused myself because the cell next to it has the door in the front, whereas this one has it on the side.
Okay.
Crazy layout here. Stiiv.
Hey! I get to do something. Okay.
But Steve's.
And you still look like Esteban the Atterkel, right?
Unless it's been an hour.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
been
think this
about
fight's
45
lasted that
minutes.
long. So yes. Move my 30 feet down here. And because Toby's going to be a little too slow, I will drop the current one and use my bonus action to resummon a tentacle.
New tentacle who dis?
I'll just put it here. There. Between Kymir and Shaefira. And mark off the use. There we go. And with its 10-foot reach, go over Kymir and snack half-work muscle number 2. because I have to kill him before
Ah,
it's his turn. Oh
yeah,
wait, he did have his turn.
dirty
Did he take
20.
his ongoing damage? Did he take his ongoing damage?
I guess he didn't take his ongoing damage, or did
I
he?
don't know. Was
Roll
that
back.
D1 the
Or
damage?
I think I was
level
treating
2.
it. It might treat it as Chimera's turn though.
I didn't know
No, I
because
think he
when he
did
came
take
up,
it because I see
Nope.
something came up with his turn. I think it says
yeah,
Hands of Fate damage,
D1.
1d6. Yeah, 1 damage.
So
No,
It did work.
D1 is duration. D1 is the duration.
Oh, well, maybe it didn't do anything. But it
I
did a
don't see any
note.
damage. It noted it,
I guess we should have done the damage.
and he did
But that in
ongoing
itself,
damage to Kymir.
is good to know because that probably would have dropped him and Kymir wouldn't have taken damage. But we know that it doesn't automatically apply the damage now.
okay.
So
Yeah.
we need to
Well, we know for
continue
next time.
working on that coding.
So
Well,
it didn't automatically apply the damage, which I'm kind of sad about.
well, now he's going to take 1d8 cold damage.
Actually, he would have died automatically if he took any damage at all because he only had 1 hit point left. So I'm going to
Are
retcon
we?
that. Kymir is not injured.
So Kymir gets 6 hit points back.
And
What?
Half Orc 2 is dead. Because he would have died as soon as your electric damage effect hit off.
Okay.
Well then, that changes what I'm going to do. Because the whole point of that was to kill the orc before we found out if it worked. And then I realized it after the fact. Too late. Okay. So Toby, on the other hand, that is within 60 feet, will become over here next to Bandit 19. I assume you want to re-roll against Bandit 19?
Yeah, if you already rolled against the other guy.
Yeah, against half orc muscle too.
What did
I
you roll?
rolled. That would be a dirty 20.
Oh yeah, just go ahead and treat it as a hit.
Then he's going to take 1d8 cold damage. 1. But
But
his
he's
speed
slow
is
10
reduced by
feet.
10 feet.
That's super important.
In case he tries to run away. And bandit number 9 is going to get shot with some Eldritch Blasts. Phew!
Ow.
Well, then bandit 19 is going to get shot with my second Eldritch Blast since the first one died.
We inconsiderate of him.
Phew! Wow, we're being alarmingly effective today.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Because technically nobody's gotten any damage yet.
Oh.
Am I
And there's
right?
there's only one hostile on the map, and that's prisoner number 1 who's cowering in the corner.
Yeah, let me just look at where you guys are standing. Like, what can
Be a
you
party
see?
wipe soon.
Stiiv,
Yes,
let me check something.
this kill was not a very efficiently designed, very poor architect.
It's not an open floor plan per se.
2 out of 5 would not recommend.
Yeah, they probably need an inefficient number of guards to manage the space. Could do with like a makeover.
I mean, it only gets 2 stars because it's technically standing.
It's probably why so many people will want to get out of this jail, really. Top of the round, Shaefira. All you see are guards and your comrades at this point.
Yeah. So I can't see anybody to.
Looks like you've sorted the problem.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna wander up here till this open space just to see if there's anything I can see.
And once you wander up there, you see a long hallway. And as you look down the long hallway, you see a long line
They're all queuing up for you.
of bandits.
Any more?
There's one more dude.
Okay. So I shout to Kymir and Stiiv. There's 4 more blinking bandits up here. Just FYI. And I'll take a shot at number 20.
All right, dirty 20. And you shoot him right through the eye socket.
Seriously, they should all just surrender.
Hmm. And that'd be my turn.
Everybody roll another. Well, wait, where's Stiiv? Okay, I see where Stiiv is. Everybody roll a perception check. Kymir
Wow.
and Stiiv, you hear the tinkle of a bell.
Well,
Ding, ding, ding.
I
collar,
guess that
yeah.
means it's lunchtime.
And there's like an increased roar of voices.
Lunchtime. Can we tell which direction?
West of you. Tends to be a little bit to the northwest. And you see one of the bandits ducks out of sight.
See, there's doors there. Right.
I guess that's something that's, yeah, nothing. Never mind what I was about to say. Absolutely immaterial. This bandit notices that Shaefira is shooting non-blanks and aims a crossbow at her. Hits with a 22 and does 8 damage. And then he ducks out of sight. You hear the smugglers actually roll perception again.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you hear Jack.
I am Jack's complete lack of surprise.
You can't see exactly what it is. Yep, nothing to see here. Except for Kraddock Stonehorn seems to be fighting something. Is something in Discord that I should know about?
No, sorry, Rachel's just spotted me looking at whiskey. She's just told me to keep moving. Yeah, I'm not spending that much money.
Okay, we are at, let's see, guard 4. He goes running. He dashes down the hallway. Kymir.
Right. Yeah, I've already decided what I'm going to do about it. Can I see that Kraddock is fighting something? Mind you, he's got 2 guys behind him.
Based off your previous perception check, no.
Right. How are you? Hey. Okay, I'm going to turn and tap guard number 1 on the shoulder and just say, there's a dude there hiding, and point to prisoner number 1. And then I'm going to run up here. Do I see anyone? Apart from that bandit. I mean, I didn't see them disappear before. I'm just wondering if I see them from where I am now.
Now where you are, you see a figure that the guard who ran up, guard 4, he looks a little bit shocked. And there seems to be a guy just around the corner from you who is flanking him now. If I wasn't so bad at Fantasy Ground, I know that there's another way to do this. I'm just not good at like actually doing it myself. So you see this guy now.
Okay, so in theory, I can move it. I've got another couple of squares left. 1, 2,
He's
3,
like partial
4,
cover
5.
where you're standing right now.
Right, so if I move to there, which is still within my movement, would I be able to attack him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then.
And now that you're standing there, you see another guy.
Oh, like.
Actually, you see a couple other people.
Okay, well, the bruiser looks like trouble, so let's start with him. Well, okay. If he failed. Oh, there's an elf.
Ooh, elf.
Right. So he's got one effect, and then other end of the staff. Oh, missed. Okay. And I shall. I'm just going to shout back to Shaefira. We've got a couple more. In fact, we've got a ton more in this room.
Oh, and you've also noticed now that there's at least the cage opposite you this one is open. Well, there's still a prisoner in the cage, but the jail cell is open.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to shout back, help!
And that prisoner guy, while the door to his cage is open, he seems a bit stymied by all the people in the hallway. Like, how do I get past these chumps? This guard, he runs down the hallway at hearing your cry for help. Another bandit appears around the corner down the hallway and shoots at you with a shoots at guard 4 of the crossbow because he's the first body. Misses
the guard, does that mean they'll hit me?
And he steps out of sight. It wishes past your horn. Guard 1, who you told there was a prisoner guy there, he approaches that prisoner and tries to subdue him. Meanwhile, the elf guy, he seems to cast a spell. And he does some damage. In fact, the guard drops dead. He seems to shrivel and wither and fall prone to the ground like a husk of a body. Kymir, you hear the smugglers next to you in the cage. That cage is still locked. They're banging on the gates. They're like, hey, let us out too. One of the bandits at the end of the hall also, now not having another target, now that the guard's body is dropped, shoots at you, Kymir, with a crossbow.
Of course he
Hits
does.
with a 22.
Damage!
Does 6 damage. The first against the party, if I'm correct.
Can I do deflect missiles?
Yes, you can.
When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is when you are hit by a ranged weapon. What do I do? I've forgotten.
Something
With
to
the
do with
D10
your
plus your monk
modifier.
level.
So roll a d10.
D10 is that one. I
You
think
need to
that's
roll at least a 5, I think. No, wait. Oh, wait. You automatically do it. Because you only needed a 1.
Okay, so when you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dex
So you
modifier.
catch it. He doesn't do damage to you anymore. So let's take back that 6 damage. Dear God. I keep trying to give you damage, Kymir, and it's not working out.
Look, I'm going to make
It's
the
like
most of
the
it while I can.
second time denied. Now, do you
Oh,
have any key
and
points?
it's dexterity modifier.
Yes,
Do you have any key points?
that's what I'm checking now. I have key points, so I can
So you
chuck
can throw it
back
back
in.
at him. Do a ranged
Right,
attack in his face.
Key point. So, can I do my sunbolt? That's the raid. That's
No,
the...
you have to throw the arrow back at him. Or the bolt
Oh, right,
back at
okay.
him.
No, I meant, can I roll my radiant sunbolt to do
Oh,
my
yeah.
ranged...
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you hit him, and I will roll the damage on him. I suppose any of these bandits in combat order would do. So instead, he takes 5 damage when you like catch that bolt and throw it right back at him, lightning fast. Bolt in the chest. He's a little bit staggered, to say the least, and you see him stagger back, and he seems to drop out of sight. And as you look that way, you notice that there doesn't seem to actually be a wall there. It looks like there's a sunken area where the floor just kind of drops off. Prisoner is not going without a fight. And he punches at the guard who's trying to apprehend. But he misses because apparently he's not a professional criminal with skills.
Guards only want prisoners with skills.
Yeah, we're the guys with skills. Guard 2 doesn't know what the hell he should be doing. So he like runs down the hallway and he kind of gets where Kraddock Stonehorn is, and he's like, ah! And oh, and I should say also, Stiiv, you catch sight of one other guy now.
I do?
Yeah, this guy.
Oh,
I had to find him. Because there's more guards and stuff still alive than I expected. So, more scrolling than I expected. So you see another guy like farther down the hallway. This guard tries to shoot at that person. He hits him. I don't understand why I'm being so more effective with like the guards than I am with the bandits.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's super not fair. He does 6 damage to that bandit. Bolt in the chest. And now we are at Stiiv. And after your turn, we'll take a break once we end this round.
Okay, well, I don't have eyes on what Kraddock and Guard 2 are fighting, do I?
No, it's blocked from your view. The only bandit you can see is 24.
Okay, well,
You know that something's going on further down the hallway. You just can't see what it is.
we'll send Toby.
That it is true that you don't have to see what it is to have Toby attack it.
Bard, but it looks like it's a solid steel one. Was send Toby up through there, but that's a solid door. So we'll just have him attack it. And getting a
Oh,
good
did you guys get
24.
DC'd?
No.
No?
Oh, I'm
Still
getting
here.
messages that in Fantasy Grounds that people got disconnected and they're waiting to reconnect.
I'm still moving around.
Okay. Yeah, I like saw you move your tentacle and then I got messages. So if you have any problems, it's because of that.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled an 18 and now it's not showing up. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing your
Now
roll.
it's doing.
So let's take that break. I'm going to write down an 18 and we shall resume. I just see you're just starting to reconnect. I just saw Shaefira was the first to get a reconnect message.
All right. I shall restock on drinks.
Back in a minute.
And it's saying that you guys are disconnected, like Stiiv and Grim are disconnected, so you might need to relaunch, you guys.
Okay, let me do that then.
I don't know
While we're getting
what's
drinks.
going on. But once we return, Stiiv will roll Toby's damage on Bandit 24.
And yes.
And you drop that
Yay.
dude.
And his corpse's speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Fairly sure it's reduced
Minus
by
10
more
feet.
than that.
Minus 10 feet.
All right. And it seems like upstairs is covered. So we're gonna the feed is covered. Ugh. Need to get out of the way. All right, well, since I can't see anything in there in the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my action to dash and get on the other side over there and see what I can see.
As you ran down the hallway, you peeked to the left. I'm assuming.
Of course.
So what
But
you saw is you ran right up to a dude who was hiding in the alcove.
oh, hi there.
You see that there was there's a drunk guy who has apparently escaped. Maybe the one who was yelling earlier. And he's the one who's been fighting with Kraddock Stonehorn. And there's another drunken brawler. And they're both now they've gotten roused through the kind of Craddock kind of laying down some law. They've both been riled up and they're still drunk enough that they're ready to fight anybody.
Get aroused.
Oh, and you see that there's a door that as you ran past one of the cells. You see some guys had ducked in to this cage and it's actually open now.
Oh dear.
I haven't made one of the guys visible. So you see people. And only one of them's dead.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot of hostiles around me.
And some of the surviving town guard is about 10 feet behind you. Oh, and roll a perception check.
I'm great at these.
So far, we've all been.
Oh, I'm so glad that went off screen technically.
Was it a 1?
No, it
Was
was
it
a
a 20?
4.
Oh.
Oh, that's 20 though.
That's a 20. You hear Tito's voice calling from the west. Beyond down where you see like Kymir noticed before that to the west, it's not a wall. It's like there's a sunken area that drops down, and it kind of looks like there's a flight of stairs that leads down as well. In that distance, you hear Tito's voice, kind of groaning for help.
I
Once
hear
he's like, "Help
stairs.
us! Stop them! Anybody there?"
And this is just in the general west area.
The general west covered area. Because it's sunken, you can't actually see what's in that direction, but you hear a familiar voice, and you know you've been in the situation before, hearing Tito calling for help from like behind a door from a place that you can't see him, and it's just like when you guys were liberating your not so haunted house from the smugglers, and some undead had kind of taken over the first floor, and he and Crawford had barricaded themselves in the study rather than running out the front door like sane people.
And completely. I also remember that very clearly because they were like, "How do we get out?" And we were like, "Just go out the window."
Yeah, they were barricading the door. They're like, "Oh, don't let it in, don't let it in," but like they didn't try. They didn't risk jumping out the front window and running off. I guess they weren't sure if they
The,
were
the
fast
three
zombies
feet
or
from the
slow
window.
zombies.
That's a very important distinction.
Because if they were fast zombies, they might have gotten caught before they raised the window and got out of there. But if they were slow zombies, they probably had a good shot.
And if they were fast zombies, they'd have gotten run down because the fast zombies don't get tired.
But yeah, that all flashes back to you now.
It's all flashing back to me now.
Tito. What has Tito gotten himself into this time?
Tito's the one that we spoke to after Crawford died, yeah? Crawford was
Right.
murdered outside
And
their
you know
house.
he's running for office
Right.
So
from
we definitely need him alive.
from Dave's report. He was doing pretty well in the polls because his poll platform, once they waived the requirement that you had to own property, and that kind of helped too because when Crawford died, it turns out that he inherited Crawford's house in the Stiiv, assuming that's still standing. But so he was kind of okay on the land ownership requirement, but that kind of got waived because of the whole scandal with Esteban Urkel, because nobody could actually validate that he was eligible to run for office.
I have a scandal.
There was a scandal. Yeah, this is what Dave told you all about it. You got happy for a split second, and then they told you that there was an emergency meeting of the existing town council, and they agreed to waive the property ownership
Oh, that's
requirement.
right.
So then more. That's how Paco became a candidate. Yeah.
That's right. I'm sorry. I was of that entire thing. I just fixated on Shaefira and the stripper pole ballot.
Yeah. But you're thinking back to what Dave told you about the race and how out of candidates that were not you guys, Tito and Mr. Dory, the guy who runs the fish factory and that the fry up place, they were doing the best in the polls beyond you guys.
Definitely need Tito alive. Oh, and yeah, that's me. I've been done.
Oh, did you attack anything? I thought you attacked something.
I
You haven't.
dashed
Oh, you
because
just dashed. Okay.
with Toby. Toby attacked
First,
and
I
Craddock
I
and
didn't
guard
note that
two.
you dashed. I thought you just did a normal movement. So I was waiting for you to Eldritch blast something up the ass.
Oh well, no. Craddock and guard number two were right in where I would have normally landed with my 30 feet, so I had to dash to get through
And
because they were
aren't you
in the
pleased you did
way.
so?
Not really.
Okay, top of the round then. Oops, I went past Shaefira. Shaefira,
Wait, that one did the ongoing damage.
it did.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it does it at the top of the round, not on their turn. That's what we have learned. which means Kymir should have 6 more points of damage.
Oh, balls.
So let us retcon that retcon. Yeah, I'm going to take it where I can get it. Honestly. You've been too fortunate for too long. I've never have I seen such a mass of enemies completely leave you untouched. It's ridiculous.
Same here.
We're kind of going through them like a puffin chainsaw.
Yeah, it's like you're standing in a wheat field and you're just whacking everything down. But back to Shaefira.
Okay, so I'm gonna dash to here and give this guy a good old stab.
He seems to be unarmed, but he has his hands up in fists.
Okay. Still stab him.
And she does.
Yeah, stiletto in his chest. He takes 9 damage.
And that's it. Oh, but there's the thing, isn't there?
Yeah, you get to roll his save.
Don't he get sneak attack? Oh no, does she get sneak attack?
No, I don't
She
think
does
so.
because you're flanking the dude.
Within 5, yeah, exactly.
So sneak attack and
Oh, wait a minute.
you have to roll a save on him. Oh wait, you already rolled a save on him. A 15 is good. He saved. I think. Isn't the DC 15?
DC 15.
Yeah. Con DC 15.
Yeah,
That's
he
not a
saved.
roll. That's just saying what. No, that's not a roll. That's posting
Okay,
the
so
DC
that's the
of
sneak
15.
attack damage.
Yeah, I
And
picked it up and put it down again.
okay, so roll a save. Roll a save on the dude.
That's the save.
So he failed his save. And so now you drag the bleeding effect to him.
So that's the effect. Yeah.
Yes. And does he take additional damage too?
It says damage 1d4 magic.
So, but when he fails his save, he takes damage too.
I think so.
Yeah, so you see that damage one.
Yeah,
So
so you can roll the damage on as well.
if you just pull that little blood drop to him.
Yeah. So give him 1d4 damage now, and then you have the effect on already, so he should get more at the top of the round. But you
If
did a
he
lot.
survives.
You did a shit ton of damage to him with that stabbery. He's looking a little bit bloodied.
Okie doke.
And
So I'm
can see,
expecting
you can
to-
see, not only do you see the blood on his chest, but you see the blood in his eyes as he looks back at you.
Right.
So now that it's his turn, he's going to try to punch you. And he misses. What is my life?
If it helps, that would have hit me.
I'm so sad. I don't get to hurt anybody. Oh, there are these guys who are, that's an open cage. I know that this isn't Roll20, so we can't show the changing of states like we could there. This cell is unlocked. Really, the smugglers that you can see, they're the only ones in a cage that's still locked.
To the north, or is it the opening to the south?
To the north and the south of Shaefira.
Okay.
So, One of the bandits steps forward and tries to slash at Shaefira with a scimitar. Goddamn, I'm gonna write with a pencil right now.
The joys of being tiny.
Because
So
this
can you
is
guys see
this
the
is
scribble
BS.
I put on the map?
Yes.
I'll just scribble there. Use scribbles to denote
Open cages.
that
Open
they're
doors.
open.
Okay.
Open. So that bandit's useless and is in stabbing range now.
We
And
lost
then
the DM?
another
Oh, no.
bandit moves forward, and this one tries to stab Kymir. Or slash at Kymir. And it misses. My pencil has been cursed.
Good.
Another bandit comes into view down that hallway.
Some like bandit creation machine in here.
Yes.
Earlier I
Right.
pointed out that we had Bandit 36 on the map.
There's a couple of them, yeah.
Uh-huh.
At this point, a smuggler tries to make a run for it. Past one of the guards. I'm gonna see. Let's see, guard 3. Where are you, guard 3? Guard 3 is gonna have an opportunity attack, and he hit. God damn you, guard 3!
Now, in these oval bits, are the southern doors open as well, or just the northern
Oh, you know
cage
what?
doors?
I lied. I totally lied. That's so wrong because smugglers, they were the only ones that were still locked.
Oh,
So I'm not having any like smuggler. He just cries.
He ran to the cage door and whapped himself on the head with it.
Yeah, he cries like I'm crying about doing no damage to anybody.
okay. Well then, same question, but is the door for Bruiser 1 to the south open, or just the northern cage door?
That one is open. Yeah,
Okay, so both the north and south on it.
the north and south is open.
That is not the answer I wanted.
Yeah.
So who the
He
hell
can-
designs a jail with 2 doors on the cells? Why would you do that?
It's a flexicage.
Oh, stupid design. Let's have a word with these guys afterwards.
It's for
Somebody
social
must have been drunk when
distancing.
they made this math.
It's for social distancing. It's in one door, out the other.
All right then. Yeah, I can get on board with that. All right, never mind. Take it back.
Steve, how roll a perception check. Another perception check. Actually, I take that back because you rolled a 20 before. I should have told you that you noticed behind you that this cage is 2, and there is a bandit lurking there.
Okay. Oh, does that mean where the second scribble is to the west that there's another cage with a?
Yes. You just can't. All you can see is really
Like
stone
there?
right now. You can't see inside it.
But there was a cage there. Okay.
Yes, with the door open.
I'm
But it was
starting to think we
empty.
should have
It looked empty
stayed
as
on
you
the
ran
stairs
past.
and made them come at us.
In fact, I will unveil that part because you saw in as you ran past.
So the real question is, how did all these cages come unlocked at the same time? We'll have to figure
It's
that
really
out.
weird.
One lever to control them all.
This guy's straddle.
That's some DDO level crap. Just to make this prison even worse design.
There's some automated something happening. So this drunk guy, he's gonna try to pound on this guard. And thank God I hit something. That guard, he took 3 damage. He looks a bit bloodied. Kraddock Stonehorn is like, oh no, no, no. And he rolls a nat 20. For some reason, I can only roll well when I'm the good guys. He rolls a natural 20. And he does 14 damage to that drunken brawler, but the brawler is still standing, though he looks like he's feeling it. So Kraddock rears back and he swings his warhammer again. Rolls a 19. And this time he only does 7 damage, but the brawler is still standing. Don't mind me. I'm trying to use my brain. It's really hard.
Raining
Don't-
is hard sometimes.
No, she's lying. She's trying to use a pencil to do better.
Yeah, I was looking at something that you don't want me to do.
Knew it.
Oh, this is the guy in the open cage by Stiiv. So he runs up and he tries to punch Stiiv. Stiiv is scary. He's got spikes on his head.
Eve is not scary at all.
And he hits.
Eve is
And it
scared.
does 13 damage to Stiiv.
Holy shit!
Big punch right in the face. You feel your jaw crack as his fist lands.
I return and squeal, not the face!
Do you Hellish Rebuke, or you don't have any of those left?
I do not have any spell slots.
Okay. Right about now.
Unless I chug my my distillate.
So, do you chug your distillate?
Which I believe is an doesn't say what kind of action that requires.
Well, I mean, Hellish Rebuke is a level 1 thing, right?
The spell is, yeah, but it can be upgraded to level 2. But
So it would count. Like,
doesn't say.
it doesn't matter what type of action it is. It's just basically the level of the spell.
Oh, so I can just. All right, well then.
So you could pop open a soda can, chug, 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 and oh wait, I guess you can't because it actually would take an action to drink the Galanda distillate, right?
That's what I was looking up. It doesn't say what kind of action it is to utilize.
It's like drinking a potion.
The London distillate. Okay, then no, I can't because I'd have to do that on my turn and then I could use my reaction. But yeah, no, nope, can't do it.
So it was exciting. It was an exciting thought for a second, but no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm even sorry to say another creature appears around the corner.
No, you're not.
Runs through Toby.
I think we should go find Constable Jute and kick.
Toby is mildly offended by that.
It's like not even acknowledging Toby's existence. And you're flanked by one of his allies, so he gets advantage. So let's see if I can roll something. It's a hit with a 19.
This is where I go down.
So two-handed with his warhammer, and oh, that's the base. He also does 2 more points of damage. That's really sad, actually. I'm very sad at like the effects here. So 3 damage total. You're still standing, right?
Yeah.
He's already used his Oh wait, this isn't the guy who did that. So he uses his action surge and tries again.
That's really not necessary.
Okay, and he hits with a 14. What is this? So he does 3 more damage. Are you still standing?
Gonna lick you to death.
You just get like
Yeah.
2, you get double tapped, but you're still standing. It's no problem. I mean, I don't know why you don't do melee all the time. You're sure you're bloodied, but you know, you've got a bunch of hit points left. And just think of all the terrible things you're going to do on your next turn.
Yeah, with no spell slots.
So let me double check something. I mean, I just read a description and I've already forgotten.
Someone's planning an escape.
Actually,
Scared them.
so
Uh-oh.
a fireball comes roaring down the hallway, landing right next to the stone wall in the hallway that Stiiv's in. But flames, they burn right through those that kind of hallway of open cage doors and inflame that entire area.
Did that?
Fireball goes around corners and fills gaps.
Yes. So it did that. You guys, I'm just gonna roll on people. I should have targeted everyone. Uh there's the only people, like, it's kind of sculpted around some people, but it is only the people to the south out of the bandits. So like there's brawlers.
2 brawlers and the 2 bandits.
But everybody to the north is a little bit screwed.
I have fire resistance.
Yeah, that's true. So
Just
So-
chucking that in there.
so when damage happens, yeah. So Kraddock Stonehorn saves. The stalwart guard save. Stiiv fails. Shaefira succeeds. Kymir fails. A whole lot of failure.
Found a way to get out
All
of the bad rolls.
So the only people who succeeded were Shaefira, the stalwart guard, and Kraddock Stonehorn in the affected area. Everybody else failed. I'm gonna roll the damage in the window. So
That was a
everybody
lot
who
of dice.
failed takes 26. Everyone else takes 13. Kymir, you take 13.
Oh, where's me damage? Damage.
Shaefira is at 21. I'm applying.
Okay.
I already did mine.
Okay, cool. Are you still up? You're still up, aren't you?
Barely.
With 1 hit point or something? No, you have more than that.
No, I got 13.
It's a good job we didn't take any damage upstairs, isn't it?
So I'm gonna start deleting people who are dead.
That's not ominous.
No, not at all.
Did I roll in half orc muscle? I don't think I did.
Some of the bad guys are dead.
Yeah, some of them were not. The damage was not sculpted around them. Like this bandit 14, he was in the area. He would be dead. So the bruiser nearby Stiiv is still alive, but I think he's visibly scored. Oh god, I'm stupid. I updated the wrong dude. Uh, now I wish I had targeted everybody.
Well, at the very least, this will clear up our map.
Yeah, your map's like super clear.
Very true. But I could have done with a couple of the guards.
Okay, I think that's everybody. I think I've applied the damage to everybody, and I'm gonna start deleting some bodies.
You haven't done mine. Do I just add the 13 to my
Oh,
wounds?
yeah.
Okay, hang on. Wounds. 18. It takes what's in there, so 19. There we go. Did mine.
Bandit 30 should be dead. All right. Here we go now. I think that's everybody. And next person's turn.
Do we even know who did that? Did you just appear
None of
out
you have a visual vantage point of who of where that came from and who it was. Yeah, Stiiv, his vantage point is blocked right now by stone walls. He just knows that there was suddenly fire and it was hurty.
Other?
I feel like I've lost somebody. Did I skip prisoner guard 1? Their whole drama? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. Oh, Bandit 16. He is still alive because he was mixed sculpted. And he moves into the hallway and tries to stab Kraddock with a scimitar, or he slashes at him. He misses, so that's his life. This is like the one day I wish I had that recenter the map on people. The character who's active to help me find the bodies. We're on Kymir now.
Woohoo. From where I'm stood, can I see that cell is open that's to the south of Shaefira, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, would I know that? Would I hear Stiiv on the other side?
Where you're standing right now, there's stones. So you don't have a direct line of sight. If you were standing where Shaefira is, you could see Stiiv.
No, but she would definitely hear him screaming.
But yeah, and you know that there was fire, and you hear Stiiv like being like, "Yeah, jerks."
I'm just wondering if I know that I can get through that cell.
You know that one side is open.
Okay, I'm going to attack Bruiser 2.
And I guess you can interpret based off of the cell you just passed that the smugglers was in, that the cell had doors on either side.
Yeah, just assume that that's got this.
All right.
Ooh.
So you drop the bruiser.
Right. So now I'm just wondering about. All right, I'm going to risk it and run into there. Sorry, Shaefira. And I think that's it. I'm assuming I can't do my offhand attack on the other guy.
No, you'd have to attack.
So yeah, that's me done.
Actually, I think you can have
Oh,
different
she's got two
targets.
attacks.
You can have
Yeah, you can
different
attack and move.
targets. So yeah, you can do your offhand on this guy.
Oh,
And it doesn't even have to be offhand. As a level 5 monk, she gets extra attack. So she gets pop, pop. And then if she wants to do bonus action offhand.
Oh, did you get a second attack at level 5?
Pretty positive. Let me double check.
I thought that was the fighters only, but
I don't remember seeing anything about a second attack when I leveled up, although I didn't actually read.
Oh, no. Yeah, yeah. Level 5, extra attack. It's the first thing. You get extra attack and stunning strike.
oh yeah, you do.
You can do...
Yeah, whenever you take an attack action, you can attack twice.
So she can go pop, pop, pop if
When
she
you
wants.
attack, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on yours. What? Right. Okay, then I'm going to attack Bruiser 1.
Right now, we need to remember that one.
Yeah. Damn right.
That would have come in handy last week.
Yes.
All right.
What?
With your second attack, you hit.
Although the bonus action monk strike has to be unarmed. So she can go scythe, scythe, kick.
Right.
I can't go scythe, scythe, scythe.
Okay. Right. So I've damaged him, so I can do my rolls for the save and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll treat this as your offhand, and then
Okay.
you can have one more like kicky, punchy, non-scythe,
failed.
whatever.
Damage. Boo. That's his effects, just in case.
And now you get
then
one hand-to-hand kind of
hand-to-hand.
attack.
Right.
Land it with a 17 and do 5 more damage. That guy is still standing. But he looks like he's got some bruises.
I'll peek over the top of him and go, "Hi, Steve."
He's got some scorch marks. He's got some bruises.
Right.
So does Stiiv.
In my head canon, the top of Steve's little thorns are kind of smoldering, so it looks like he has a crown of candles.
A bit like Hellboy.
Yeah.
A prisoner tries to make a break for it past you, Shaefira. Roll an attack of opportunity.
Sorry.
An attack on him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to see if you murder him while he's running past. And you hit with a 12. So just normal damage, since it's a reaction, and
Gonna do.
I guess you can do the save on him too. Yeah,
effect.
he fails.
And do a damage.
A D4. All right. So prisoner is still standing, and he continues running.
Bandit 18.
So he's running for the stairs.
He's hauling ass.
Yeah, he dashed out of that cell, that open cell, and you know that these are open now as well. Shaefira can see that there's another cell here. Just to clean up visibility a little. Stiiv, do a perception check. Yeah, you got nothing. Another bandit runs around the corner. I think he was ducking. Originally, he was shooting at Shaefira. So he decided to run the opposite direction, and he ducked in by Stiiv and tries to slash at Stiiv with the scimitar. Hits with a 19.
Wasn't he killed by the
No, he was
fireball?
hiding out of range. He was in like an uncovered area at the end of the corridor.
Ah,
So like Half Orc Muscle was like the very edge of the radius, and that part was not. They were not in the zone. So he does 5 more damage to you. Guard 1 is still trying to apprehend this damn prisoner, and this prisoner is getting shirty about it. So he is trying to kind of like bonk him unconscious. He lands a hit, and he bonks the prisoner. The prisoner, however, will not be moved. He's still conscious, I think. Still trying to fight his way to freedom. At this point, a dude moves forward. He walks up to Shaefira, touches her,
Uh-oh.
and casts a melee spell on her. Hits with a 27. And Shaefira, you feel yourself your life force kind of shriveling as you take 14 points of necrotic damage.
Oh dear.
That's his turn. Another bandit appears down the hallway behind this guy. Stiiv, you see a bandit come running up the stairs. And now he's down the hallway from you at range. Prisoner 1 makes a break for it around Guard 1. So Guard 1 is going to get an attack of opportunity to stop him. He lands a hit with his spear and stabs the guy. Prisoner 1, I'm not going to say he's dead, but I'm going to say he is bonked unconscious. So Prisoner 1's body is lying on the floor there. Stalwart Guard, he's bloodied from the force of the burn, but he moves forward around Kraddock Stonehorn, and he positions himself between the bruiser who's still standing and this bandit, and he tries to attack the bandit with his longsword. He hits. He does 6 damage to that bandit. Wait, that was one of the protected bandits. Never mind. And then you hear him call out. He yells, "It's Spitfire Cardigan! Be on the lookout! She's a deadly firebug! Like, look hard for fire!" Spitfire Cardigan, you got that exactly right.
I think that's the first time I did, and it was the one I second guessed the most.
Spitfire Cardigan.
We assume that that's who did the fireball. Cardigan, really? Warm and cozy, obviously.
Drunken Brawler runs up, kind of shoving his way around people, and he kind of tucks in behind by the wall, and he's trying to punch his way past Kraddock Stonehorn. That's a 9. Let me see if there's one thing I can do. Nope, there's nothing I can do. So he misses with his punch. And we're on to Stiiv.
Hey, I get a turn. Okay, it's
Please say
way
it's
too hot
clobbering
where
time.
I'm standing. So no, it's clobber Steve time apparently. Um, yeah, we're done with that. So I'm gonna pop the top on that Galanda distillate and chug it down as my action, and then as my bonus action, cast Misty Step and go hi poof, and then say hi to prisoner number 2, who just saw me appear in a cloud of smoke.
It's like, wah! Because he thought he had it
Darkwing
free and clear up those
style.
stairs.
He thought he had it, and then Darkwing Duck said, "I am the terror that flaps in the night." All
I love
covered
it.
in his own blood.
With his smoke coming off his horns.
That are still on fire from the fireball. And since my bonus action was testing Misty Step, I can't use Toby, so that's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay.
That's my turn.
Top of the order, we are on Shaefira. Shaefira.
Okay, I'm just going to just like sort of go in here and hide in the corner.
Okay, disengaging as a bonus action because you are super
Disengaging.
roguey.
Absolutely. And eat a tasty bacon.
You mean you're going to take the sensible option? Why would you do that?
The option with snacks.
Yeah.
So you get back, what, 2 plus 2 hit points?
It says, yeah, plus.
No, wait.
It's
Your tasty
1d4.
bacon should be 2d4 plus 2 now, I think.
Mine says 1d4 plus 1 when you eat tasty bacon.
That's what mine says.
I thought I updated them all.
Well, you might have done, and then your computer may have crashed, and you may have lost
Oh,
it.
that might have been an update that got lost. What should do double what it used to do because you have no cleric.
Well, let me update that.
But like the jam is updated. Maybe I only updated the jam. No, it says 2d4 plus 2 when I look at it. It just doesn't say it in the description. But on your spell cantrips, it says 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, you updated her cantrip, not mine.
Okay. I
Okay,
guess.
mine don't.
So you should have 6 points of healing.
Update the descriptions and the actions.
It tastes delicious. So the healing power of bacon. You feel like some of your burn wounds seal up. You feel your flesh desiccate less. You hydrate. That's the opposite of desiccation. You're feeling moister in a good way.
There is no good way for moist.
And is
dear.
that you?
Yes. Yep.
Drunken Brawler punches at Kraddock Stonehorn. Misses, of course he does. Craddock tries. Craddock whacks at him back with his warhammer. Hits with the 22. And he drops that brawler guy. That'll show him. With his second attack, he hits at the bandit in front of him. Hits with a dirty 20. Drops that guy.
Nice.
Was it bandit 16? Yes, it was bandit 16. So clears those guys out. And then you see him do a little bit of a retreat into the alcove. Though I don't think, maybe he doesn't understand how fireball works or anything like that. Oh,
Did that do that automatically?
It just did it automatically now on the turn rather than the top of the round, so I'm super confused about when it hit. But Bruiser just, he just took a bolt of lightning.
All right, give me my 6 hit points back.
A spark went pew! Went pew! Oh wait, does that mean the guy would have zarped?
I'm confused now whether it's top of the round or on his turn. Anyway.
Wait, I'm trying to figure out why I gave you the
No.
6 points back. What revelation did we
No,
have?
So
First, it was like we thought, oh, he
we
didn't take
said
the
that
damage.
yeah, so and he should have done. So you gave
So
me
this
the
time
6
it was
hit
on
points
the turn,
back.
not at the top of the round. I'm
Yeah.
so confused. Okay, let's give you 6 hit points back.
No, that's fine. Might as well be in the same state as everyone else.
I don't know. I think you should have it back. Oh wait, did I just give you 6 more? I did.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
You see where my brain is. So he went owie. Whose turn is it now? It's his turn.
Bruiser one's turn.
It's his turn. So he's punching at the stalwart guard. Though he's a little like, ow, sparky. Like he's jumped, just like, and he misses. It's thrown him off. The sudden shock of electricity, just like he's touched a doorknob after walking across a wool carpet. It's thrown him off, and he misses his punch on the stalwart guard. And then this muscle runs down the hallway, flanking the stalwart guard, tries to hit him. And because he has adjacent allies, he has advantage. And he hits with a 22. That's the strength damage. And the two-handed bludgeoning damage of the warhammer is 7 more for 9 total. He's already used his action surge, so that's his turn. At this point, Kymir and Shaefira, you see a small figure skip down the hall. It's a red-headed halfling in a red robe.
She's your people. Go talk to her.
And she lets out a little giggle and she's like, know what burns me up? Busybodies! Burn, baby, burn! Fireball Inferno! And she lets another one fly. So the people who she has spared from her wrath are a guy you can't see, Bandit 18, the Bruiser, and the half-orc Muscle.
So 15 and 18 are going to get it.
Yeah, that did I say? Drunken Brawler 1 is open game. I think that's the only one.
So she's casting a fireball on one person.
No, all of you guys are in range. I'm talking about her allies.
Oh, I'm way out of range.
She's not on you. No, I'm talking about Kymir, Shaefira,
Okay. Gotcha,
Stalwart
gotcha, gotcha.
Guard, Kraddock. Shaefira succeed. Kymir succeed. Craddock succeeds. So much success. Everybody's succeeding. Except Drunken Brawler. Drunken Brawler, I'm pretty sure is dead. Everyone else takes 18 damage. I've gotten Kymir.
Right. Do I have it again because I've got fire resistance?
Oh, yeah. Let me,
So,
so it is 9. So give yourself back 9 hit points.
so I take 9 off that. 31. Shit, I can't do math.
I've been looking up on the wiki and the Fantasy Ground sites, and according to everything I've read, damage ongoing is supposed to trigger at the start of whoever the effector's initiative order is. So it's supposed to be at the beginning of their turn.
That's probably why we saw 2 different times. So, like, it triggered at the top of the round because Shafira's order was at the top of the round.
That would be if
And it
Shaefira had
triggered
targeted
at.
herself for the effect.
But it was mine, wasn't it? It was my damage, not Shaefira's, that triggered.
You were right next to the
I
guy who
honestly
had
don't know.
affected in initiative order, so that might be, like, part of why.
That could be is if he had a 24 initiative count as well, and Shaefira just gets to go first because she had a higher deck. That could be. But that's what's supposed to happen. It doesn't mean it's what's actually happening.
So I got Shafira and I got Kymir. I got Craddock. I can't find stupid drunken brawler wherever he is.
He's above the muscle.
Right
I mean,
there.
yeah.
Like, I know where he is on the map, I just can't find him on the combat tracker.
Just
Oh,
to. Oh, Brawler
he's
is.
above me.
Yeah.
So
Oh, at the bottom.
he just got murderized. Poor drunken brawler. He almost got away too. I don't think I've done it to Stalwart Guard. No, maybe I have. Because he has a chunk of hit points missing. And I don't think he's taken that much. So unless you tell me differently, I'm going to assume everybody has taken the damage that, like, they have taken from this fireball.
I've got 3 hip, so
Yeah, I know I got you guys though.
Aren't you glad you ate that bacon?
Yeah.
Guard 1 is like, what's this then? He kind of like just moves down the hall. He's like, what is even happening? Oh no, wait, maybe I'm the wrong person. I've confused myself. I don't know how I got out of order. There's just too many
It
people in
should
the
be me.
combat tracker.
Spitfire just went, didn't she?
Right. Now we are on Kymir.
Okay.
Bruiser
Well,
1 still standing in front of you.
Shaefira has just told me to run away. So I'm going to spend my last key point to engage Step of the Wind. So I can do disengage or dash. So will disengage allow me to get past those guys?
Disengage
south of
means
it.
that you won't get any attacks of opportunity when you move,
Okay.
but
so
you'll only be able to move 40 feet. Dash would mean you would
Okay.
have attacks of
1,
opportunity, but
2,
you would move
3,
80 feet.
4, 5, 6.
But you can still take your
8.
action to dash. Step of the wind is
Right.
a bonus action, so you can use that. That allows you to do disengage as a bonus action. Then you can move your 40 feet without taking attack of opportunities. Then take your action and dash and move up to 80. Should
Okay,
you
well
want.
that's my normal movement there. Sure, there's what else I want to do really, because they're all behind me. Apart from prisoner 2. Prisoner 2 is still trying to get away.
I think what Steve was saying is you could have like punched the bruiser and then still done the disengage and dash.
Could
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, you could have walloped Bruiser twice with your action.
Still do that.
Bonus action, key point, step of the wind, disengage, and then just run down the hall.
All right, can I still do that then, please,
Yeah.
DM? Okay, I'll do that. Succeeded on saves, so I hit him again. Again. Wow. Failed his save, so lightning damage. Effects. And
Kaboom. Now, is he still standing? Is he still standing?
yeah,
How
I
many
know,
hit points
he's
does Bruiser 1 have?
a tough
Jeez.
bugger, isn't he?
He's like a
Right.
bag of them. He's
There we
definitely
go.
bloodied. I mean,
Okay.
you've pummeled him. He's looking worse for wear. But he's still on his feet.
And I have run away.
Run away!
I think you used your key points twice.
No, I didn't. I took it off and then put it back on again.
Okay.
And I'm out of key points now, that's it. So
Well, I mean, it's only like we fought 70 people in a row.
I know.
I'm not sure what prisoner 2 took the ongoing damage from.
Obsidian stiletto, it says.
Yeah.
He was stilettoed?
Yes.
I feel like you hadn't hit him with a stiletto. Oh, it was an attack of opportunity. Never mind.
Yep.
So is he still he's still standing, but he's got Stiiv in front of him, which is really scary.
Step away, see what happens. I have a very not scary short sword. But I don't think I've actually stabbed anything with this entire campaign.
A bandit comes running around the corner toward the exit. He can move one more square. He stays where he is. Guard 1 is like, he moves up to that prisoner number 1. He tries to knock him unconscious as well, like he did with prisoner 1. Hits with a dirty 20. And doesn't manage to knock the guy unconscious, but he does wonk him a bit, roughs him up a little. The elf just smoothly walks forward to where Shaefira
Don't like him.
is. And he reaches out and touches her again. And hits with an 18. And shrivels her.
She's already small.
So Shaefira is down. He steps back. His job done. There is a bandit just running down the hall through Toby, so rude. Runs up to the stalwart guard and slashes at him with his scimitar. Stalwart guard is pretty much surrounded by dudes. He misses, so that was super effective. Prisoner 1 is still unconscious. Stalwart guard tries to drop somebody. He goes for the bruiser because the bruiser is pretty messed up. Slashes at him with his longsword. Misses.
Dude.
Stiiv, live your
All
best
right.
life.
That's gonna be a little tricky here. First things first is a bonus action to move Toby up a little bit, and then tentacle slap bruiser number 1. That's weird. That said cast it at him. Doesn't it usually say cast at him? Weird. Anyway, I assume 26 hits.
Yes, 26 definitely hits that dude. Bruiser 1 is fondled to death.
Whack! And his corpse's speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Minus 10-foot movement on that corpse.
And back in Stiiv land, since it seems to be a theme, we're going to turn on the echo and the chorus effects and say, reach out and touch faith and cast shocking grasp on him. No,
Oh, wow.
he was just like holding his hand out, like, touch faith.
I feel like Stiiv is a little bit stressed.
Just a lot. And he's it's actually better than it could because he doesn't know Shaefira's down.
Yeah, he
So
just he tries to touch and it's like this really weird kind of miss, like when you don't hit with a high five. Oh wait, I forward off of you. Are you done? Do you have more
yeah, I'm
actions?
not. No.
Shaefira, roll a death save. All right, that's one failure.
This
Uh-oh,
is fine.
I have a cat. A bandit comes out of around the corner and slashes scimitar at guard 1. Hits with a 17. Does 2 points of damage. That guard's like, ow! Kraddock Stonehorn moves back around the corner and then approaches Spitfire Cardigan and tries to whack at her with his warhammer. He misses on his first attack. On follow through, he hits though with a critical.
Ooh.
And he does 16 damage. Let me check just to make sure. That is Kraddock's turn. There's dudes running down halls that I guess aren't in your line of sight now. This half-orc muscle, he tries to womp on Kraddock. He hits with a 17. So he does 2 strength damage, and then the damage from his weapon is 2 additional for a total of 4. It is Spitfire Cardigan's turn. And since she's been enjoying it, she's like, "You make me so mad! I'm gonna incinerate your toenails!" And she lets loose with another fireball. So this time she targets all the peoples. Does that count? Is Stalwart Guard in or out of the attack area?
Has to
Well,
be half of the square.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So-
he's spared. And through her like sculpting spell, the half orc muscle, there's a guy who's kind of blocked from your vision. Bandit 25, and then Bandit, let's say Bandit 32. So Bandit 35, 36, which I don't even know if you guys can see him, and Bandit 33.
Bandit 36 is out.
So then Bandit 33 is the only dude who on her side who gets it. And it's Kraddock, Kymir,
Well,
and
32 should get it.
Sculpt.
That guy.
Sculpting.
She
Oh,
has line
you're
of
saying-
sight on him.
Through the cage doors.
So she can see this way, and then 90 degrees. They're right.
I was interpreting it like there are open cage doors like that the bars allow her to see
I
through.
guess if we go straight. Yeah, I guess if we go straight line of sight.
Because
yeah, okay.
it's not a stone wall between her and that dude. Even
Cancel
though the
that.
doors aren't open. Stiiv is failed. Kymir succeeds.
only left.
Guard
Unless
1
she
failed.
manages to roll less than a 13 on 8d6.
Kraddock failed.
Oh, I'm sorry, 8. So I'm guaranteed down.
Bandit fails. And I'm pretty sure these prisoners are going to fail. Yeah, auto fail. Super duper failing. The only one who succeeded was Kymir, if I'm correct.
Looks like it.
Kymir, you take 7 damage. Everyone else takes 29. So the prisoners are immolated. Guard 1 is dead. Stiiv, you're down. Where is Kraddock? Oh, there's Kraddock. Kraddock is definitely bloodied. 33 is dead.
Dead.
I think I already... Did I already apply damage to you, Kymir?
No, I've done it.
Okay. So, Kymir, you're the only one standing right now out of the party.
Okay. Can I feed like tasty bacon to them guys to bring them back?
Yeah, you
Or-
can reach a person and heal them with tasty bacon.
I'm assuming it's my turn since Cardigan's just gone.
I am cycling through people.
All right, while
On
you
the
do
board.
that, can I get Dave to give tasty bacon to someone?
Oh, and I remembered something else. You had sent Dave off to the mudslide, so you're going to have to say Dave, Dave, Dave.
Yes, I know. But I just need to know if I can send tasty bacon with him.
You can
to-
summon him, and we'll see where he falls in the order, and he can do it on his turn.
Right. Okay. I'm waiting for her to finish cycling through.
It's you now.
All right, Dave.
So Dave appears as soon as I find out where he is. Where are you, Dave? Dave! I have too much stuff. Dave! Dave! Hello, I am Dave. I am humanized. And Dave appears by you.
Very deep shit.
Oh boy!
I need you to take this piece of tasty bacon. Oh God, do I even know Shaefira's down?
Nope.
I don't, do I?
Oh, that's
Alright.
that's true.
That's okay. This will be payback for the time Shaefira walked over my corpse to get to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Not that
Dave,
I'm salty about that or anything.
in that case, I'm going to say, Dave, I need you to go invisible and go check on Shaefira because she's not popped out and she was supposed to follow me. So can you go see if she's okay?
Sure thing. You know,
Alright.
speaking of shit, they're in a lot of shit over at the mudslide, too.
Yeah, I'm kind of wishing we went that way instead.
Oh, you're probably better off.
Yeah, he gave me shit literally when he said it that time.
Maybe so, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's not so good. A lot of people dead.
In fact, I'm going to... can I hedge my bets? In fact, take this piece of tasty bacon with you just in case because I don't know if Shaefira's got any. So
Okay.
it might help her.
I'll put it in my pockets. I got pockets now. I've been humanized, so I'm wearing jeans.
I can imagine him in a little waistcoat.
A little.
Maybe, okay, he's wearing a vest, so he puts it in the pocket of his vest.
Fantastic. Right. So he's going to go invis and check on Shaefira. I am going to run over here to Stiiv and I'm going to stuff this other tasty bacon that I've got left. So that's all my tasty bacon's gone now. I'm going to shove that in his gob.
Shove it in his gob.
Yep.
Om nom nom. So what? 2d4 plus 2 healings enter Steve's body. He is lying prone on the floor, but he has 7 hit points.
Cool.
Ow!
Yes.
Hey, why didn't it heal me? Oh, I see why. Because I just clicked it. I didn't actually drag it, target me with it. Okay.
That's all I can do, really. That was my action, wasn't it?
Oh.
So
Prisoner 1 should not be on the map. I did not murder him. He should be dead.
that's me done.
Alrighty. Roll a perception check, Kymir. And Stiiv. Stiiv is conscious.
I kind of feel like that should be a disadvantage since I'm laying on the ground.
It's true. I'll roll for Dave too, because he is not lying on the ground.
I love the fact that I'm looking for imp in clothes and imp in jeans and imp wearing clothes, and all I get are pictures of little girls in dresses.
Oh dear.
God.
That's creepy. So Dave got a dirty 20 for his perception roll, which is a good thing since everybody else is at disadvantage and not rolling the super big numbers. All their good numbers were dropped. Well, Steve's good number was dropped. And Dave is like, oh dear, there's dudes coming, or there's more guys. So another bandit comes running around the corner. And they all seem to be heading for the door now. So one comes running up to Kymir as he's headed to the door, and he slashes at Kymir with his scimitar. Hits with an 18. Does 7 damage. You hear the voice of the halfling known as Spitfire Cardigan. She's calling,
Lack loot, me banditos paratos. Grab the booty, grab the body. Everybody out, hit the road.
and so any bodies that appear at this point, any bandits, they're running towards where Kymir and Stiiv are in your direction.
I think we should just let him get past us. Oh no, not him.
So the elf kind of creeps around the corner. And there's like this low, dolorous ringing sound. Unlike the tingle-lingle-tingle you heard earlier, before a bunch of prisoners got free.
It was a bell of fucking opening.
And you failed your save. And he does 18 necrotic damage to you.
My God, Stiiv, run!
Dave, how many feet can he can fly 40 feet? He just makes it inside the cage next to Shaefira, and you hear a little "oh!" And he shoves some tasty bacon in your mouth, Shaefira. And you're healed for 6 points, but you're prone on your back. Bandit comes running towards the stairs. He comes up to Stiiv, who's still prone on the floor. Are you still prone?
Yep.
Nope. Yes.
Yep. I haven't had an action to get up yet.
Okay. So he's going to try to wonk you as he runs past. That should have been with advantage, shouldn't it?
I was just about to add that.
I thought it was going to roll it automatically.
You didn't add prone the effect to me.
Oh, okay. Well, he misses anyhow. So he's like at your body, but and he's like trying to rush past, but he doesn't quite make it. Doesn't quite manage to whack you with his movement.
Missed twice. How?
I know. I think if I
What do you roll, a
actually
1 and a
turned on
2?
advantage, I would have rolled better.
Like, seriously, what did he roll? A 1 and a 2?
I'm telling you, like, I pretty much rolled super crappy for all the bad guys.
I mean, my armor class is 10.
Another one runs up,
Twice.
and this guy tries to whack you too, and now you see him appear around the corner, running for the door. And this guy actually hits you. Does 6 damage. But you still have a hit point, right?
1.
You're practically alive.
Practically.
You're like, it's like being, it only takes 1 hit point to survive. This guy, he's blocked by the stalwart guard, so he's trying to wail on him. But misses. Another guy running down the hall. There's another dude who appears around the corner, running out. Stalwart guard, he's trying to strike at people. Hits Bandit with 13. Does 5 damage to him. Stiiv! 1 hit point. Your turn.
Right. Well, I'm not moving anywhere, so 15 feet of movement to stand up. I'm no longer prone. I don't really like what's going on here. So what we're going to do is drop one of my pieces of tasty bacon into Kymir's gob. Chew and swallow.
Hey.
And then turn and look at all the crazy shit that's going on.
You
And in
see a shit ton of dudes running in your direction.
And in a bit of a scene from The Mummy, except instead of sand, it's salty, tangy seawater air that curls and coalesces into a massive, massive fog cloud. What is it? Level 3. Okay, so hold on, I have to zoom out to make this big enough. So if you can see the green area on the map, that's all fog clouded now, which means everything is heavily obscured. Everybody has disadvantage on everything.
Does this count as difficult terrain?
No, it does not count as difficult terrain. It is heavily obscured for lines of sight and attack rolls, though.
Okay.
There's my fog cloud. Blah. Stop stabbing us. And bonus action. Oh, no. No, I don't have that. Okay. That's it. Carry on.
Are you doing anything with Totob?
No, I had to do that for fog cloud.
Okay. Shaefira, you open your eyes. There's fog everywhere. You are alone as far as you can tell. Except for, like, there's a little flicker of wings.
Okay, so I'm gonna feel around in my backpack and find my jam and shovel some into my face.
So I think that's 3d4 plus 3.
Okay. And I might feel like I'm safe since we're all obscured by fog. So I might just stay in here until everybody else buggers off.
You would have advantage on stealth checks.
But where to go? There's too many
Away
people.
from the people that are trying to kill you. Let one of us survive. Well, you don't know we're dying.
It's true.
How's that phrase go? Don't split the party.
So you can move. You can definitely dash as a bonus action. You can try to feel your way out of here. Or you can stay in place.
Is there another exit, or is it just the
You
stairs?
feel you feel like there's an open door. If you remember before you passed out, there was an open door to the north and the south of you. Now you know that the guy who dropped you was to the north of you. You know there were like guards, like Kraddock was fighting to the south. And Kymir was supposedly around you, wasn't he? I can't remember where he was standing when. Well, he wasn't in view, I guess. But you know that Kymir was to the south in the south hallway.
Okay. I think I'll just go into sneak and stay in this room.
Then you hear Dave's little squeaky voice going, "You look confused.
It's a real mess out there.
Yeah.
I can't see a lot. Well, there's a lot of dudes in the hallway, yeah.
And I'm going to assume that's you for this turn.
Yeah.
You hear somebody exclaim, "Hey! Is Stiiv here?" Stiiv, roll a insight check.
Someone who knows my old tricks. Natty 20, baby.
You effortlessly recognize the voice of Doc What. He was a shifter cleric, really basic stuff. looks a little bit like a rabbit, has big buck teeth, who ran with your old crew, the Silent Salamanders. And he was responsible for like keeping people alive if there's ever trouble on your salamander smuggling operations. But just basic stuff.
In what direction is Doc What's voices coming from?
To the north.
Like due north or like northwest or
Pretty much due north. But you don't see a dude.
it doesn't look like there's a cell over there either.
It's like, oh, holy shit, because there's actually one.
Oh shit.
There's a wall. It's like the sound has traveled. So it's from somewhere in the north, but you can't see anybody up there who looks rabbity enough to be your dude.
I am so resisting the urge to shout, "What up, Doc?" Yeah. What's
But you
up,
heard him
Doc?
yell. Craddock, even though he cannot see anything, he's going to try to hit things because he knows that he is flanked almost on all sides. I'm going to roll a d4 to see who he tries to hit. Since he can't pick him out, so it's going to be a bandit, and I'm going to roll with disadvantage.
Yep.
He hits a bandit,
Damn.
and he drops that bandit. And he gets one more attack. So let's see who he tries to hit. This time he's going to try to hit Muscle Man, half-orc muscle. And he hits him with a 21. And he drops that guy because he did 20 damage. I'm not quite sure how he did that much damage. Oh, that's how he did that much damage, because he's a badass. Two dudes drop, but he didn't guess the right direction to target that mean little halfling. So-and-so.
Bonnie,
Uh-huh.
Rachel's back's hurting, so can we?
I just
call
realized
it
what
a
time
turn?
it is. So let's leave it here, kind of on a cliffhanger, and see if you guys escape, if everybody
Survive.
escapes. Who escapes? Because everybody's trying to escape at this point, including you guys.
Yep.
And I'm sorry it ran so long. I didn't think we would necessarily do combat all session. Now I get to count up how many thousands of things you killed.
There's a lot of dudes in here.
Yes.
Ah,
No
dear.
prisoners have escaped so far.
So far.
Like, all the prisoners have died. So yay,
Yeah, but I
thank
said
you.
the prisoners are dead.
Yeah, so instead of preventing the jailbreak, we just killed them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a way of preventing the jailbreak.
But you
Well-
guys were not actually responsible for killing 100% of them. And
That's
any
true.
ones you did kill, most of them have scorch marks now. So there's that.
We can blame it on Cardigan. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, thanks guys. I'm sorry that ran so long.
No, it's fine. We will see you next week.
Whee!
Thanks,
For the
Bonnie.
exciting conclusion of this firestorm.
Yeah.
Thanks guys.
All right. Cheers.
See you.
Bye.
Bye, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Bye, Steve.